Hi everyone, good morning to all. It's 5 a.m. for me right now. So this video is very special for me because I'm making one dalgona coffee and one cappuccino coffee. Just my recipe to show you how I make it every day. So for this you require coffee powder and sugar, cocoa powder, whisker, some measuring spoons, water, and 2 empty cups, one for dalgona coffee and one for cappuccino coffee. And finally, it's hot milk. I took about a cup of hot milk. So let's get started into the video. So first I have picked an empty glass for dalgona coffee. I have added 1 tablespoon of coffee powder. You can do it. I'm doing it for one person, so you can do it for depending on how many persons you need. You can add those many tablespoons of coffee powder, and then next I added half tablespoon of sugar. So for sugar you can replace it with either jaggery or honey, but sugar would be the best for dalgona coffee, but for alternatives or for any healthier options you can pick up jaggery or honey. And then I have added 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. So cocoa powder is something which changes the taste of the dalgona coffee. So I prefer to use 1 tablespoon of dark cocoa powder, or you can melt down any chocolate you have and you can add it up. Either should be fine. So here I am adding some water and mixing it up with the whisker initially, and then I'm starting it to blend it up very perfectly. So what's the issue with the cocoa powder is it dusts up to the wall of the cup, so you have to make sure that it's okay. And none of the cocoa powder is not wasted. So when you add any milk to it, it gets up into patches. So you have to make sure that most of the cocoa powder is blended up with the coffee powder. And so right now I'm whisking it. I have to whisk it at least for 2 minutes. So I'm whisking it very properly. You see the foam on top at the end of when I remove the whisker. So you need to whisk it up until you get that lather or foam. So adding less water you get good foam or lather. I added a little more water, so that's the reason it's taking time for me to whisk a lot. So here let's take 1 more minute. So going on, keeping on whisking up, keeping on whisking. So now I'm done. So I'm adding hot milk to the cup. I'm whisking it again such that the foam shows up. I need the foam. I like foam on coffee, so I whisk it very well. So this is the final output. I already had some, so it was very tasty. Next, I'm starting with a cappuccino. So here I added 1 tablespoon of coffee powder, and then I'm adding a little bit of sugar. So you can replace a sugar with any healthier options like jaggery or brown sugar or honey. But then sugar is more tastier. I know the unhealthy option is more tasty. So here I'm whisking it up. I added a little water this time so that it helps me to get that color change in the while you whisk it. So you see the color change from dark brown to a little lighter, so that you can confirm that you can start adding milk. So I'm whisking it very well. You can see that in the video. Now you see the color change a little bit more lighter. You can use any spoon as well for whisking, but I have this option, so I am using the whisker. But then with spoon it takes a lot of time to whisker, so I use whisker a lot. So you see the color change from the dark brown to a little lighter. That's where when you are good and ready to add some milk. So now I'm adding the milk. I added it all. So now you will see the magic right now. So when you whisk it, you will see the foam on top. But when you add water, you don't get this foam. So you have to make sure that water is less. So when you whisk it very well, you see the foam forming on top. And here I am done. So it was very tasty cappuccino. I tried it at the end. So try it one for yourself, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel.